The 10 hottest markets in 2023. I want you to watch this. Let me know what you think, whether you live in one of these markets or you've looked or invested in one of these markets. If you agree, disagree, you think there's some we should have added, you think there's some we should take away, stay tuned. 10 hottest real estate markets in 2023. All right, Matt the Mortgage Guy, residential mortgage broker, licensed in 47 states, powered by You Mortgage. Me and my team do business all across the U.S., and I know without looking at a list what states people are searching, what states people are filling out forms and saying, hey, I'm looking to buy in Tennessee, looking to buy in Florida, I'm looking to buy in Texas. Those three states make up over 50% of my out of California inquiries for purchase, refinance, investing, all the things, right? And so I'm going to go over this list. I'm going to tell you what I think about it, but I want to hear your feedback on what you're noticing. If you're in one of these markets or you're an investor that's been researching these markets, tell me if you think this data is good, bad, or you're indifferent. So without further ado, this was a Zillow article about the 10 hottest housing markets, as you would expect, right? When it talks about like, how did they get to this number? Like what makes these markets hot? One, even the fastest growing markets are not going to be as hot as years past, like 20 and 21, when we saw things going up by 15, 20, 25, 30%. But nonetheless, here are, the 10 hottest housing markets, according to Zillow in this, study. They look at things like expected rise in the number of owner occupied households, and just demand based on a bunch of different metrics, right? Home value growth, fast moving inventory, plentiful likely buyers. So, 10 hottest housing markets. And you tell me what you think. Number one, I was surprised to see this one, Philadelphia, where You Mortgage is headquartered. So, I get to visit once or twice a year out to the lovely Philadelphia. Pennsylvania's largest city, is home to historical landmarks like Liberty Bell, the stairs where I run up and I pretend like I'm Rocky. Median December sales price for home in this market was $310,000. Affordability is probably a reason why this one's desirable and people are wanting to go to Philly, because $310 as a median sale price is a great deal. Atlanta, known for civil rights history and hip hop scene. Atlanta, I guess, was number 6 on this list the year before, and now it's number 9. It's still relatively affordable. I don't know Atlanta very well. Delta Airlines is headquartered there. My mom used to work for them. Fun fact. So I used to go out to Hotlanta once a year. Miami. I knew before I even looked at this list, I said, I'm going to see cities in Florida. I'm going to see cities in Texas. I'm going to see cities in Tennessee. People want to move there, whether it's weather, and Miami is probably getting a lot of people down from New York, whether it's a tax thing or a politics thing. But nonetheless, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, median home sale price, according to this report, $410,000. So great weather. People, might move there for, tax reasons or politics as well. But affordable and great weather are definitely ones that make Miami a hot spot, right? Kansas City. This one keeps popping up, man. I keep hearing investors talking about Kansas City. Depending on what part of Kansas City it is, it might be a decent place to invest. I know some people that invested in Kansas City that found it more trouble than it was worth, but homes in this metropolitan area typically went pending after 14 days on market. So things are moving fast, which I think is a lot of markets due to Not a lot of inventory, but nonetheless, Kansas City is on the list for the 10 hottest housing markets in 2023. Here's another Florida, Jacksonville. Slow down since last year, still lands on number 6. You know, I would say the 270 days of sunshine that they mentioned here is probably a big reason people love the sunshine. I know that because I'm in California, and we, you know, pay crazy taxes and deal with weird policies and landlord laws and all the above as a sunshine tax, so that we can enjoy the great sunshine. Youngest city in Florida with an average age of 36. All right. You know, that's about the average age a lot of people are buying their first home. And so it makes sense that Jacksonville's hot. Got great weather, and it's got nice young vibe for those young folks looking to buy. Nashville, Tennessee. So far we've got Florida and Tennessee as 2 states that I knew would make this list just based on all the inquiries Matt, the mortgage guy team, is getting. If you reach out and you're looking to buy in Texas, Tennessee, or Florida, those 3 states for sure are states allocated to my buddy Connor Wilson, who's on the team. So you'll be talking directly with Connor if you want to get yourself pre-approved to buy in Nashville. GreatMortgageBroker.com. That's how you do that. So if you're looking anywhere, go to GreatMortgageBroker.com. But just know that Connor's going to be on the other side of that form if it's Texas, Tennessee, or Florida. Music City, 6.4% annual value growth over 2022. I think I saw something in here that was a pretty decent estimate, you know, a 4 or 5%, nothing crazy, but they're going to continue to grow, continue to see home price appreciation in Nashville, if I remember correctly. This one looks a lot like Dallas, Texas. I knew it was Dallas. I should have guessed when I saw that. Another one that's, you know, aligns with what I'm seeing in real, you know, life, with incoming home buyers reaching out and saying, hey, I'm looking to buy in Texas or Tennessee or Florida. When I said it was more than 50% of our out of California stuff, those 3 states probably make up 80%. I'll have to run the numbers here, but popular homes still go fast. Saw new listings drop 33%. So they're having an inventory issue as well, which is probably why, you know, it still feels hot and still going to see appreciation, because even if demand is down, even if affordability is an issue, there's not a lot to choose from. People want to live in Dallas, Texas. What do we got next? Pittsburgh. I don't know much about Pittsburgh, PA, the Steel City. Oh, it's a technology hub. All right. So technology companies are moving there. That's my guess here. And Pittsburgh buyers can expect to typically spend about 25% of their income on monthly mortgage payments, well under the national average for sure. And according to this report, well under the 30% threshold at which homeowners can begin to feel house burdened. This is a good point made by Zillow, and I appreciate it because, you know, people will qualify much higher, but you don't want to feel, I have never heard this house burden term, but it's a good one, right? You don't want to feel house burdened. Cleveland, Ohio. Soared from outside the top 10 to land in second place. Like Pittsburgh, Cleveland, you know, ranked high in projections for new jobs per new home built. So more people coming, more jobs coming, and not a ton of inventory is going to, you know, continue to push prices higher. And I've seen so much stuff around Ohio. Ohio's another one, and Connor's in Ohio as well. If I remember correctly, we've got, Charlotte, North Carolina. I thought there was another Ohio city on here, but anyhow, Cleveland, Ohio lands at number 2. All right, Charlotte, North Carolina, top spot on the list for hottest housing markets in 2023 due to its forecasted annual home price growth. I don't see the number in here. I'm guessing it's somewhere between 6 and 8%. Nothing is really projected to do double-digit home price, but major banking hub, home to NASCAR Hall of Fame. You know, you can cheer on the Charlotte Hornets, horrendous basketball team. Sorry, Mr. Michael Jordan, but It's the truth. I think he might be selling if anyone's interested. And the Carolina Panthers. Barbecue's a draw. The temperature makes getting outdoors a breeze year round. Sounds like a great place to live. Oh, shoot. I didn't even see this part of the report, but while we're here, the coolest markets, number 2, my hometown of Sacramento. From the peak, we're probably down 15%. So that's the good news, right? Markets are cool. And not sure when this was written, but it's cooled off price-wise from its peak May of 22. But geez Louise, is it, what's the right word for it? Competitive. 8 to 10 offers on every single home, especially if you're looking at, the median home price, 500 to 600 grand. That stuff is hot, hot, hot. So let's see what they say. San Jose, Sacramento, Minneapolis, Denver, San Francisco make up the 5 coolest large markets. Demand has cooled in these markets and home values are falling. 4.9% lower than last January in SF, for example, and 2.6% lower in Sacramento. Yeah, so that's January over January, 2.6% lower. Not a huge shift, but something. From May of last year till now, we'll see. I bet you May to May, it's gonna be interesting to see because it's going rather quick right now. Like there's 1/3 of the actives versus the pendings, meaning stuff is selling really, really fast. Okay. At the cost of making this video too long, I don't know if I'm going to go, what do I need to do if I'm buying in a hot market? I've made that video. So check out that video and others on my channel. Thanks for watching. Again, if you want to connect and get yourself pre-approved, we're in 47 states, so we can help. GreatMortgageBroker.com.